Hey everybody, it's Kenji from Riichi Mahjong Central, back with another Riichi strategy video. In this video, we're going to be covering part 2 of the 3-head weakest theory from the Uzaku High Kouritsu book. It's been helping me a lot, but without further ado, let's dive right in. We'll start off with this example shape A. The 6-mon, 5-pin, and 9-so are your toitsu options and in a 3-head situation. The fastest way for a better acceptance is to use the toitsu hogushi technique we mentioned in our previous video by discarding one of the 6-mon, 5-pin, or 9-so. But by doing so, you will go backwards when you call pong on one of the toitsu when you're in Iishanten, and you won't be in a 2-head situation anymore. For example, if you discard one of the 6-mons and then call pong on the 5-pin, you will be in a shape like this, and the 7-so will no longer be of use of your overall shape of the hand. Just because you have a 3-head situation doesn't always mean that you should use the toitsu hogushi technique. This hand is a type of hand where you just call pong and open or call your hand. We call this a nakite hand. This literally translates to a calling hand. When you want to use the 2-head technique when you're in Iishanten, the best way to go about it is to keep the 3-head shape so you can utilize pong to its maximum potential. This is the most efficient way to go about your hand. That being said, the best discards would be 4-mon, 3-pin, or 7-so and solidify the toitsu shape. Also, by having a potential to draw the red 5-mon and the final shape to wait on, in this case the 9-so, discarding the 7-so is slightly better. To be honest, there are only a few shape variations that we can use the 3-head weakest theory to lead us to the correct answer. At the minimum, having your hand in a menzen state will be a requirement. But even if you're in a menzen state, you might use the toitsu hogushi technique when you're in 2-shanten. And your waiting shape might not be the best when progressing your hand depending on your tsumo. Your uke-ire might backfire, so you will have to use this with caution. This is because you should be prioritizing your hand thinking to have the widest uke-ire possible when in Iishanten, also known as the Iishanten peak theory, or to have a 2-head shape when in Iishanten, also known as the 2-head theory, rather than the 3-head weakest theory. If you don't remember what the Iishanten peak theory or the 2-head theory is, go ahead and click on the links below for our previous videos. We can even go further and say that the 2-tile difference isn't that big of a deal depending on what you draw or what the game situation is at that time. You should aim to have a stronger shape towards the end of the round rather than focusing on that 2-tile difference, especially at the start of your hand. Although the 2-tile difference might become important as your tenpai percentage would decrease when the game progresses, it's something to think about during an actual game that it might be more beneficial for you to adapt and react to the overall game and your opponents. But that doesn't mean that the 3-head weakest theory is useless in any means. If you understand the fact that there are actually 2 tile difference in your acceptance and your discard choices are based off of how many tiles are actually already discarded, you will be able to achieve a higher level gameplay overall. Right, that's part 2 of the 3-head weakest theory. Hopefully that made sense. Next video, we're going to be covering what to do when you have 4 heads or more. Some of you might already know the answer based off of experience. But look forward to that video. Go ahead and click subscribe if you haven't already. Like the video if you can to help out the channel. And we'll see you guys in the next episode. Keep on reaching.